Hey, I'm Meghan Trainor, and we're going backstage with City.
Ever since she blew up with All About That Bass in 2014, Meghan Trainor has been all over the pop charts with a string of hits from her double platinum major label debut, Tidal, and now her powerful new album, Thank You. What you might not know is that before Meghan sold 20 million singles and won the Grammy for Best New Artist, she got her start really early on, singing at 6, writing songs at 11, and self-producing 3 indie albums of her own material and signing a publishing deal all before she turned 18. After high school, Meghan moved to Nashville and worked as a songwriter for other artists. But eventually, she came around to the idea that she should be doing her own stuff. And the song that convinced her? Yep, All About That Bass, which ended up being her first big hit, spending 8 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. But back to today. Meghan's career is flying high with the new album Thank You and 2 more hit singles, tons of media appearances, and a 30-date US tour lined up for the summer. She's come a long way from Nantucket, and today she's joining us backstage with City. Should I be thanking you for joining me backstage at City?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You are welcome.
So first of all, what are you listening to at the moment? You're a musician type. People love music.
I listen to a lot of artists that the world doesn't know yet, but I think one day they'll blow up. I listen to John Bellion. You gotta check him out, he's pretty cool. And
how do you find people that the world hasn't heard of yet?
The internet. I found a new artist that literally has no record deal, no management, named Jules West. I just loved his song.
So you'll do a Google search for who's a new artist that's great or something? Or does somebody say, oh, this Jules person is wonderful?
Yeah, I get a lot of that too. My brother actually finds a lot of, he found Lorde before she blew up.
What?
It's crazy, yeah. He should be in the industry.
Where did he find Lorde?
On the internet, telling you. He's like, watch this. I was like, whoa.
And then Lorde was born.
Yep.
All right, if you could perform with anyone, I know you've worked with a lot of greats, but who would you perform with that you haven't worked with yet?
I'd be so nervous that I probably would sound awful, but Bruno Mars, he knows that. He knows that I want to work with him, write with him, perform with him. That's the dream. I met one of the dudes that he performs with at Jingle Ball, and he was like, yo, we saw your interview, we love you, we think you're great, and we're all about that bass. And I was like, he knows I exist.
Of course. Now, where are you with the bass and the treble? Are you favoring treble anymore, or are you still about the bass?
Still about it.
Okay, I figured. Now, if you work with somebody like Bruno Mars, do you guys write together, or does one of you kind of take the lead? How does that work?
Well, I mean, it's different every time, too, especially if we're working or we're on the other sides of the world, sometimes I'll do a song with Jennifer Lopez and I'll write it over here and then I'll send it to her over there and she'll cut it and I won't even be there. For Bruno, I hope that I'm in the room with him, writing with him.
All right, how often do you write a song? Is there a rhyme or what's your process?
At first, when I was 18 and 19, I would have sessions every day. That was my job.
Were you raised in one of those communes? What do you mean? At 18, I was I think I was a assistant teller at a bank. You were getting paid to write songs at 18?
Yeah, right in high school, they found me and they wanted to give a deal. And
Who's they?
Big Yellow Dog Publishing, a country Nashville publishing company.
How did they find you going to a
My
school?
parents dragged me to every songwriting convention there was. They would fly me to Colorado and was like, go! And I was like, okay. Hi, I'm 16 and these are my songs that I wrote and produced in my bedroom.
So basically your career was kind of like Toddlers and Tiaras. You are to music.
In a loving way.
What kids are to toddler pageants. All right, so are you somebody that once the new album comes out, you start working on the next one right away, or do you write on the road?
I noticed, I was very upset, but I noticed I wrote one of the best songs I've ever written the week this album came out. And I was like, if I just waited a little second, this could have been on there. But now it's a matter of what movie can we get this in? I don't know why, maybe it's because I'm traveling so much, but every shower I'm in, I write a song. And every evening I have something waking me up to write about.
All right, what is the craziest thing that's ever happened to you backstage at one of your concerts?
Yeah, Jingle Ball, my first year, my management now sent me a Tina Turner impersonator.
Are you sure it wasn't Tina?
I thought for a second it might have been, and then I was like, oh, she's carrying a boombox. Like, who is this girl? And then,
All right, what is in your writer? We hear a lot about musicians having crazy writers.
I
Take
hear
out
too.
the red M&Ms, whatever. What is in your writer?
mine's not that crazy. Mine's Welch's gummies, Gatorade.
Okay, that was a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welch's gummies is dope, and then Nutri-Grain bars.
Is there anything you wish you could have on your writer?
A trampoline.
Naturally.
Naturally. But I've heard friends of mine, like Jason Derulo, had like a puppy.
Like
Just,
a new puppy in
bring
every
like
city?
a dog. Yeah.
Like
to
a therapy
radio
puppy?
show. I don't know. I just saw this girl with a dog come in, and I was like, why? And they were like, Jason wanted to play with puppies before he went on stage.
You took a selfie with Backstreet Boy AJ McLean.
Yes.
Do you know that he's my favorite Backstreet, and I plan to marry him one day? And also, what's your favorite BSB song?
Well, the I Want It That Way was
Right.
all-time gold. 'Cause I want it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we do this on the road where I lip sync and then you sing? For
Yeah,
me?
I like that.
Thank you.
You sounded good.
I sounded great that last
Recently,
take.
when I sang with him, he said, "'Cause I want it Megan's way," and then I died.
Whatever. Okay. All right. Your new album is called Thank You. If I call my next stand-up special, you're welcome. Are you prepared to tour with me?
Absolutely, that would be a crazy tour.
So why did you name the album Thank You?
Because I saw how all these artists love their fans, and I love my fans, but I noticed there's not like that one fan song, and I really wanted to do that. And when I finally had it, I wanted it to be universal, so it wasn't just like "thank you fans" in the song. You know, it's like a thank you to my parents, and thank you to the radio stations for playing the songs, and to all the magazines who wrote about it, and television for letting me sing on their shows. So I decided to make the entire album just dedicated to all those people that helped me get that Grammy.
What is your favorite song on Thank You and why?
My favorite song on Thank You is Just a Friend to You, because I'm very proud of that song, and a lot of fans have come up to me and said, like, that's a real life thing that everyone goes through and no one has sung about it yet, so thank you for that.
So tell me what it's about.
When you fall in love with your best friend and it can never be.
I had that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Did you tell the person?
I put the headphones on his head and I said, listen to the song I wrote you. And he was like, oh.
And then did you?
It was
flip
like,
them?
you say I'm just a friend to you, but friends don't do the things we do, and everybody knows you love me too. So like, ah.
Aren't guys ridiculous?
Yeah, that's
What is
real.
your ideal first date?
Oh man, well they pay. Because,
Thank you. And by the way, you know, women's lib doesn't mean the guy doesn't ever pay.
Yeah.
So
It's weird and it's awkward.
Yeah.
This is why I'm single.
what kind of guys go after you?
None.
Oh no, I don't believe it. Is it?
I've noticed this, just like not a lot lately.
You wrote "Ain't Your Mama" for Jennifer Lopez, and you're single. No, both songs are about men acting like boys. What's going on?
I'm looking for an adult,
Okay.
a man.
So, how old was your last boyfriend? Was he your age or older?
He was older, he was 29, but he acted 14. And I was like,
Interesting.
this
So
has
you think
gotta
now if you
stop.
go 40, you'll get someone who acts
My
like...
mom was 19 and my dad was 40. And she said, why do you think I went for a 40-year-old? Even
Yeah.
he was immature. And I was like, oh, man, I need 50.
If you're on at 8 p.m., what time do you start your warm-up?
They leave me a half hour before I go on to do whatever I want.
Do you do this one?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Why can't
I
you do it?
Which artist would you love to hear singing your songs?
Beyonce.
I didn't even finish the question.
Beyonce.
All right, fine. So what do you do when you see Beyonce?
Oh, I full geek out. Queen. Hi, Beyonce. Hello, ma'am.
If you had to pick like a fun, shallow pop song as one of your favorites, what's one of your like guilty pleasure, really light, fluffy pop songs?
The soundtrack to Hannah Montana. You ever check that out?
Now,
That's
is
why the
Hannah
show
a
works.
student by day and a rocker by night? Is that the
Yeah,
premise?
yeah.
Okay.
Brown hair by day, blonde by night.
Okay, I just realized something. You
I wanna be
think-
Hannah Montana.
Okay, I just thought that. What is your favorite genre to listen to?
Soca.
What the hell's that? English.
It's like Caribbean, like dun 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 dun.
Have you
It's
done like Ancestry.com? Because you might just be Caribbean.
I think I am. And my uncle is Trinidadian.
No, really?
And so since I was 7 years old, I've been listening to soca music.
All right, you have an amazing duet with John Legend on your first album. Now, I don't know if you remember, but is it John Legend feat you or you feat John Legend?
Me feat him.
Okay, so you know that until that song, I thought feet was a person. And I remember thinking, whoever
confusing.
Whoever Feet's management is, they must be happy because
Killing
Feet
it.
is on like almost every song.
Every single one.
Meghan Trainor, thank you so much for joining me backstage with City.
Thanks for having me, Kathy.
It was my pleasure. Can I be your feet?
Yes.
All right. Or
I want
you
to
my
feet on your tour.
I would love you to feet on my tour. I'll
Kathy
feet
Griffin,
on your tour
feet
anytime.
Meghan Trainor.
I'll do it in bare feet. That's how much I want to do it.